Welcome to this edition of the Exorcist Chronicles. You're going to meet a young man named Daniel who first came to see me a year ago for an exorcism. You can see that on our exorcism channel on YouTube. The title is Bob Larson versus Lucifer, Chilling Exorcism. Daniel is back again, this time to share information we didn't hear the first time about his involvement in meth, LSD, and mushrooms, and how drugs opened the door to his demonic possession. If you know someone who's addicted to drugs, get them to watch this exorcism. Is there active opposition, or is it more just spiritual oppression that you're struggling with?
I want to say it's spiritual oppression, but the intensity, because it involves my consciousness and my person, it's affecting every area of my life, and it affects me physically. So I can't. I'm doing pretty much all that I can do to go to my job, work my job, and stay employed, and then come home and get to sleep, and then get up. I work full time now.
But you do have your own place.
Yes. So that's another thing. After our in-session in Phoenix.
Forget about them. Just look at me.
Okay. So after our in-session in
well, don't forget about them. They are important, but if you keep looking at them, I'm going to lose eye contact with you.
Okay.
And I want to keep eye contact with you. Okay.
So, yeah, I was able to, a lot of things I was able, a little bit more able once that, it was a very big Lucifer spirit that had come out. And I think I had another Skype session after that, some kind of something. And I finally, not the very first time, but for the last 8 years, I had moved out again and was on my own. And I'm now currently living, I have a little apartment, which I've been living at. And, it's enough for my needs. So that's definitely been good. So even with everything going on, just that alone has done wonders for my mental health and my life.
So are you intersecting with the family at all now?
I mean, yes.
How often?
So I try not to. I love them through the blood of Jesus Christ, and all that stuff. They obviously raised me and all that stuff, but I don't really want to be around them. I don't really want to deal with them. So
Sure.
Not very often, but I've talked to them on the phone a little bit. But even having phone conversations with them is just that little bit more of like a connection. Not physically maybe, but
Okay. So since I saw you in January, you would have seen them how many times? Physically?
Okay, so I moved out in May.
Oh, okay.
Previous May, so it hasn't been a whole long time ago. It's been some months. So I'd say darn near every day till May, and then maybe about 4 times since I moved out.
Okay, well, that's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where's the attack coming from? Is it just general stuff from the past, or do you think they're now doing something specifically to try to get you back, to try to get you under their control again?
I feel that it is whatever remnants of essentially past things which had already been done to have, connected to me, separate me, destroy me. And the last remnants of that on top of, there's much more I don't know, but just me saying from what I have experienced, not physically, on top of whatever my mother's is herself doing to hold on to maybe fulfill whatever obligations she's made, you know, or whatever's wrong with her. Doesn't, who can say? But, so definitely there's that. And then, you know, there's a lot of other sources of attack, I feel, which is just like an ongoing
So
assault.
it's not specific attacks coming from them, or you have those, the others refer
Right.
to are demonic stuff that has happened,
Mhm.
you know, maybe coming from your dad, or, I mean.
Or even just any, you know, anyone
general,
around.
okay.
And I feel that, so almost like at the source now are what's left as like almost like an open door themselves is like the connection that my mother has made.
What do you mean? With you, or connections she's made in the occult?
So the connection she's made with me through occult power,
Okay, all right.
vicious occult power.
So what prompted seeing me now? Is this kind of a checkup to go further, or is there some very specific thing that's going on?
So yes, I still do not feel as if I am myself totally come back per se. I don't know, I want to describe it like, even I physically don't feel like my consciousness is closed in. It feels like it's open. And it, not in a sense of like I feel insane by that measure, but I'm disturbed by the measure of like, you know, I don't have like, you know, you got your front door hanging wide open, passersby can maybe, you know, I feel that, you know.
The door of your mind
the
is
door
open.
to my mind, yeah,
You can't get it closed.
exactly. I can't get it closed. And it didn't, you know, it didn't used to be like that. So like, you know, I've done a lot of work with Vivian and things. We've had lots of time that we had to discuss like, you know, past events and things. But you know, I had besides what my mother may have done with me while I was a child, I had gone into drugs in my teens. And so those opened a lot of doors. And the worst door, but I started to get into it with the crew over there, was I had, I want to say like 2012 or so, is the time I had done some methamphetamines. Not a whole lot, but I had done some of that.
Did you ever tell me this?
Maybe. I might not have, because I had told Vivian about it.
I don't think you ever brought this up in all the time we talked.
No, well then maybe not. I'm gonna tell you what, Bob, I probably wouldn't remember if I did or not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how long did you do meth?
Well, so I'd only done it on a handful of occasions.
Okay.
But so far as, and now, you know, I've done shrooms and mushrooms. I've taken various forms of LSD. Like abused cough syrup and things.
Daniel, you never have told me this. We've had quite a few sessions,
Mm-hmm.
virtual sessions mostly. You've never told me this. I mean, all this stuff that we've dealt with all the witchcraft of your family, etc., for some reason, this never came up.
Well,
Okay, which is, I mean, it's a whole area of your life of potential demonization
mm-hmm.
that I've never addressed. Pastor James may have addressed it, but I haven't. And so, you know, I know this goes back 8-9 years, but still,
Yeah.
wow.
So, yes, and well, I'll tell you this. So, the condition that I fell into, which essentially just obliterated whatever kind of life I had had, and
The drugs.
any ability, yeah. Well, was this last time that I didn't even do a lot, but it was like, I did a small amount. What would be, if you were a user of it, you would, most
Small
users
amount of what?
of the, what I had been led to believe was methamphetamine.
But you don't know for sure.
No, I don't know for sure.
But it didn't act like meth?
No, it did. I mean, it essentially, that they call it freebasing.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's how, I did it with some coworkers after work. They had convinced me to go with them, and so I went and,
Okay.
did the do.
So you already have demons, we know that.
Oh, yeah.
And so now you really opened the door.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much more open the door had been, but maybe that was the time they gave them the fullness of legal right. So here's the next story. That very next day, I hadn't been to sleep, as you can imagine, which was normal, but I wasn't feeling necessarily all together, even as much as I would have been. And I was sitting on the couch at my associate's place. No one else was there at the time. And so, the front door to the building was to my right side here, and I audibly, this sounds so strange, but I audibly heard the exact sound of that specific door, as if somebody would have opened the door like usual and come in. And so I heard the door open, right, and I looked over, but no one had actually opened the door. No one had actually, but I absolutely heard it, and suddenly within 10, 15 seconds, I was not myself, and I haven't been since. And it wasn't something that was like, I had some kind of weird chemical reaction, and I physically was weird or bonkers. No, this was like, so I was telling them, I suddenly turned my head and said, I need a vacation. I've never, it was very strange. It was where it was like I didn't say that, and I didn't have the control of my faculties to stop myself to say that.
Which was demon, that's a weird thing for a demon to say.
Yeah. Yeah. So, kind of getting to here today, and I apologize, Bob, I hadn't brought up the drug use to the extent that it had been.
It's okay. I mean, either the devil may have blinded it from you, or it's just a part of your life that you blocked it out, and we've had so much focus on the family, their voodoo, their occult, the curses they brought against you. I can easily see where that's been overwhelming to you, and that's what needed to be addressed. But, okay, so don't worry about that.
I suspect that there's some kind of human and spiritual involvement somewhere, some way, maybe my mother, maybe someone she had gone to, someone has some part of me, some kind of way, which is preventing me
It's a mixture between what your mother was doing and the drugs you were doing, and these occult powers, is that what you're saying? We're taking advantage of this situation?
Yeah.
I need a vacation?
I don't know what that means.
Right. You heard that in your mind?
No. I physically said it out loud.
You said it?
It came out of my mouth. But I wouldn't say that I said it.
He did not say it. He did not.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Somebody else said it.
Where does this story end? Is that you did more drugs, that sort of thing?
Oh, after that? Oh my goodness gracious! So I went pretty crazy there.
For how long?
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just, till now, essentially, just with like a very gradual incline down in the level of craziness.
Wait a minute. When is the last time you used?
Oh, so I fully quit smoking marijuana back in 2013. That was the last
Okay. All right.
drug. Let's say.
Okay. So you've been clean for a long time here, relatively speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I've tried to be thorough with, curse breakings and renouncings with the drug use and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. But I have never dealt with it. I mean, James might have, but I haven't dealt with the demonization that took place in that.
Mm-hmm. So, something else. That was like the last time. So, like, I want to say when I was like 20 or 19, I actually had to be, I'm going to use the word institutionalized, but I was, I had to go like spend some months in a psych ward. Yeah.
Because?
So, how to make a long story short. So I had moved out of my mother's place and that whole bad situation that was, and I was living with some friends of mine, and so I was doing drugs at that time, like, you know, essentially, and I had been having a series of like paranormal events take place. That I had seen, and it was, I know I wasn't having a bad trip, I wasn't hallucinating, that very specific, intelligent types of manifestation of stuff I had never seen before. So, one day, I just kind of woke up, and I was just, it's like, I didn't have my mind. I was in my mind, but there were all these voices, but they weren't like, it wasn't like they were intelligent voices. And like, it was like a whole crowd of them talking to me, tormenting me, saying things to me. And it was so overpowering, like I really couldn't function.
This was in your early 20s?
Yeah, well, this is my transition into my 20s. So, like 19,
okay,
going, excuse me.
So when did this all come to an end? Or did it?
It did stop. It did stop. So, you know, I came out of that and was back at Mom's, Grandma's house.
So when you went into the psych ward, they must have told you were psychotic.
They did. All kinds of stuff like that. That was probably the most intensely, I would say I was possessed. That was the most intensely demonized I had ever been. So there was a stint there. I couldn't talk sometimes without making physical hand signs as if I was speaking sign language in turn with what I was saying. I was just up and down and just really not in my own house.
So all of this that you're telling me, where does that lead us to where we are today?
So
Where do you think all of that leads to where we are today?
To where we are today. Well, hopefully the cleanup of that. Because eventually I went on like that until I decided to seek the Lord to maybe resolve my problem, and then that led me down to...
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I've not heard all this before. All the time you and I have spent doing spiritual warfare, casting out demons, this is a piece of your life. So, yeah, it would seem to me this would be a big piece that you would want to tell me about, unless you're just so overwhelmed by the witchcraft coming from your family.
I don't know. I've told a lot of ministers kind of the same thing. Yeah. Because you know you're gonna ask, who's this guy coming here? What's up? What's wrong? So I don't know. By the time I started having our sessions with you, Bob, I guess it just didn't come out.
Okay. All right. So all these doors been open for all these drugs. You did become psychotic for a while.
Mm-hmm. And I came back to sanity, per se. Obviously, those devils are still there. But I was, as if you couldn't have told me I had devils. What is that? That doesn't make sense.
Okay. Well, undoubtedly it was a combination of delusion and the drugs and the demons and the witchcraft you're getting from your family. This stuff is all coming together to attack you. Mm-hmm. That's pretty amazing that we're sitting here talking today after all you've been through. I mean, most people who go through something like this, they're not here. They are still in the psych ward. They can't cope. So, I mean, God's grace has been with you, but obviously we've got to deal with this drug thing and what came into you as a result of that and how that has combined with the occult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a stronghold there. It's still there.
You want to just let this come up or just?
Sure.
I don't know. It only seemed like it got agitated as you were talking.
Come over here. Okay?
I feel fine now. It was only as you were talking about it.
You what?
I feel fine now. It was only as you were talking about it that it was being, I guess, agitated or whatever.
Well, of course it's agitated. All right?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, maybe I thought you knew. I don't know. I just.
Okay, all right, well. So let's just start some renunciations here. Okay, I anoint you. No. I anoint you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I submit you to Christ. Well, who's so upset here? I asked a question. Who is so upset here?
No.
No what?
No.
No what?
No. It's mine.
Who says that?
No.
Yes.
I can't say.
Who are you?
The devil.
No, you're not the devil.
Yeah.
No, you're not the devil.
Oh, God. Oh, this evil Satan.
No, look at me. I don't need a psychotic demon. Although you might be.
I just need to leave this. I can't be here.
No, you're not going anywhere. He didn't come here so you could leave. Who are you?
The demons.
You're a demon. You
No,
said plural.
I did.
Well, who are you? Who are you?
A witchcraft.
And you're doing all of this? Did you enter through the drugs? Is that why this has now come up? Did you enter through the drugs? You already there?
I'm so clear.
How did you get there?
The Wayne.
Are you from the ancestors? Or are you from something that was done over him as a child?
I entered into his brain as a child.
By what right?
Motherhood.
What happened?
I'm his mother.
What? His mother? You came from the mother?
Yes.
All right. Just in general you came, or was there something specific?
Why do you know? What does that matter? It doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter to me.
Not to me. Not to me.
It matters how you got there.
I can't tell you.
Because however you got there is a door we have to close.
Well, no. It's not. No. No. I can't. No.
Well, why are you suddenly showing up as we're talking about the drugs?
Because I hate you. I hate you so much. Ugh.
The blood of Christ between you and me. I just want some facts here.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm an evil spirit.
Well, that's pretty obvious. What is your name?
The demons.
No, what is your name?
Ball.
Why would you be there?
I don't know.
Well, you're a god of sacrifice.
Oh.
So somebody had to sacrifice.
No. No.
Who sacrificed?
My mother.
Your mother.
The man's mother. The man's mother.
This man?
Yes. This man's mother. His mother.
What did you sacrifice?
The devil's. What?
No, speak rationally here. You got a little problem with reality, don't you?
I don't have a problem.
No, you got a problem with reality.
I'm mad at you, that's all. I
Huh?
hate you so much. I want you to leave me alone.
I'm not going to leave you alone.
His mother had an abortion.
None of us are going to leave you
His mother
alone.
had
So,
an abortion.
How so?
That's it.
How so?
what was the nature of the sacrifice? As the lady
Blood.
said, I mean, an abortion is the most obvious thing, but if it wasn't that, I want to know.
Blood.
Or was it as simple as an abortion?
No.
Huh?
I said no.
Well, then what was it?
Specific requests for power and secret knowledge.
Well, what was the sacrifice?
Dead babies.
Where'd they get it? And her mother obviously didn't do this alone. If this happened, her mother had to do this with some help.
Yeah, that's what happened. It's not always in the physical realm. Some of them died because she cast a spell.
Okay. So it wasn't like taking a baby and offering it to you. She did curses,
Oh,
and the curses led to death.
more than that, but yes. Yes.
So that was how the sacrifice was done.
Oh, yes. Lots of devils.
But this man was a child.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't consent to it.
No, he's never even.
Well, then, you don't have a right to stay there if he didn't consent.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Well, where am I wrong?
Because this woman took part of him and lives in him, in his stead.
What, the mother
Yes.
lives in him?
Partly, yes.
How?
Because she split her parts.
She what?
She split her parts herself. She split herself and put her part
So
in
she
him.
dissociated, she fragmented herself and put part in him
Yes, with the secrets of evil.
with evil.
Yes, to know how, exactly why. Part of the deal.
Why did this come up with the discussion of drugs?
Because that's the last thing I was holding on to.
So the drugs helped you.
Yeah.
You were already there.
Yes, the drugs was part of it. I needed these drugs to kill him. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to kill him.
Well, you didn't.
No, I didn't seem to succeed.
Well, and now you weren't going to succeed.
Look at this, all these people involved. What do we need that for?
Which what?
Look at all these people involved.
What people involved? With her mother?
Well, partly, yeah. Lots of people
The
involved.
drugs
with this
people?
man. No, devil worshippers who cast evil loosings. Drug people mostly don't matter. They don't know enough to do anything of use.
Yeah?
Well,
So it's the people his mother was involved with.
Well, yeah.
And others. And you say you're Ball.
I'm Ball,
Well, who's with you?
the demon of control, and Lucifer, as you must know, and also the devil crying, a demon who feeds on
The what? Devil crying?
the devil crying.
What do you mean the devil crying?
Its name is crying, and it manifests events of weeping and torment.
Really?
Well, yes.
But that's it?
No.
Nobody at your level besides Lucifer?
No, I mean,
Well, why are you talking? Do you control this kingdom?
no.
Lucifer must.
He does. He does.
Well, you simply don't have a right to be there.
I have
You have no right to be there.
money. I have money here. I have money here.
Many?
Money.
I thought he said money.
Yeah. I used money
What do you mean you have money?
manifestation of money. The money here is in. Yeah.
Is it mammon you're saying?
Mammon is here, yes.
What is this manifestation of money?
Curse words involved.
What do you mean curse words?
Oh, stop talking to me. Stop talking
No,
to
I'm
me.
not talking. Stop
to
talking.
me.
What do you mean
Just
curse
leave me
words?
alone. I don't want to talk to you, Bob. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You're going to talk to me.
I don't like this game. I don't want to be here right now.
It's not a game. And if you don't want to be here, we can take care of that.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I
Hey,
can't.
why did Lucifer push you up?
Because he can't afford to deal with you. They'll kill him. He'll die.
The sword of the Spirit, I separate Ball from Lucifer. You get up, Lucifer.
No,
Yes,
I don't want to talk to you.
you're going to get up and talk to me. Why? Don't you want to talk?
No, I don't want to.
Because if you speak,
No.
you will have to leave.
You've done enough to me. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to be here. This shouldn't have even happened. I should have just gotten this man, and it should have been the end of it, Bob. You should have just let this man go somewhere. You should have just left him alone. I wanted you to just leave this man alone. Why couldn't you just do that? Oh, God.
Because it's not what I do.
Oh.
And he's wanted help.
That doesn't matter. Not for me. You never know.
So what are the drugs enter into this?
Oh, well, I don't know.
I asked a question. Where do the drugs enter into this?
They opened up the spirit realm for me to easily,
Well, who controls this opening to his consciousness?
well,
Do you control that?
I don't.
Well, he talked about his consciousness being opened.
It is.
Then do you close it? Or does somebody else have to close it?
That's a bad question. I don't know the answer to it.
You know the answer to it. You're Lucifer.
Oh, I don't know you.
You know me.
I can't just say this.
No. Who controls the opening to the consciousness? Surely Lucifer must control that.
Yes.
Okay, well then you're going to close it.
Well, there's this witch here I've been using,
Witchcraft.
and her physical flesh body. I live with her too.
Well, wait a minute. Part of his mother is still in his mind?
Yes. As long as this witch is here, this will never stop. That's the truth. Doesn't matter.
Is there another witch?
No, just her. No one else could do anything now at this point.
Just Jack Boy.
Yes. Oh, I know that. Yeah.
By the sword of the Spirit I divide soul and spirit. I separate this man's spirit in Christ from his soul, and I separate the part where Jacqueline is. Look at me, Jacqueline. Look at me.
No. You're still doing it. You're so
Jacqueline, look at me.
No.
Look at me.
No.
Look at me.
No, I won't go for this.
You're going to look at me.
Listen, go away.
The opening to his consciousness is being controlled by human will.
It's my will.
Yeah, I know it's your will. But you're going to close the door.
I won't.
You are going to close it.
I'll die.
No, you won't die.
Why? I won't go from this.
You will get out of his mind. He doesn't want you.
I don't care. I don't care.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Don't leave it.
You cannot stay. He chooses you not to be there. We agree with that. So you're going to have to leave. You're going to go peacefully
Yes.
or in torment.
Yes.
No, I won't leave this second.
Yes, you will.
Why do you want to destroy your own son? Why? Why do you want to destroy your own son?
For Lucifer,
It's all a power trip.
I had to.
Why did you have to?
I promised.
For what?
The death of my own child and my life.
Promises are made to be broken in the world of witchcraft.
Not this one.
Yes, it is. You could break it.
I can't.
You can.
It'll kill me
It
if
will.
it broke.
It'll kill you if you don't break it.
I had this man his whole life, Bob. I won't let go now.
Your own son.
Yes,
You hate him that much.
I never loved him.
You're going to have to leave him.
Ah, this man is my property and I don't...
No, he's the property of God. He's the property of God.
No.
His spirit belongs to the Lord. He does not belong to you. So you're not going to stay. So you don't leave me with any course of action except to bind you to Lucifer.
No.
You leave when he leaves,
No.
and you go to the judgment of Christ. I take a threefold course for Ecclesiastes 4:12, and I bind you to Lucifer. You like Lucifer so much, you got it.
I don't need that happening here. I don't want to.
Look at me.
Want to, no.
So you're going to go when he goes,
What?
and you can deal with him.
No.
You like him so
Steve,
much?
No.
You like him so much, you got him.
You're an evil man. You're evil to me.
I'm evil.
No,
If
I
you
can't.
looked around, you're surrounded by crosses. You're surrounded by
I
Christian
see you.
people.
I see you.
Yeah.
You should have just left this guy. All these years, you could have just walked away. I wanted you to just go.
Oh, he kept coming back.
That's...
He kept coming back. His will kept asserting itself to come back.
I know. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now hold your tongue. Be quiet. Get back up, Lucifer. Well, Lucifer, she's yours. Do with what you want in a moment. But you have to go.
No, I don't want to leave. Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go?
You have a right. Where are you going to go? You know where you're going to go.
Yeah.
You have a right? No.
No, I don't have a right. I don't want to do any of this.
Well, you're going to.
No!
Yes.
I don't want to go there. I can't leave, I'll die.
Well, you won't die. You'll
It's
suffer
worse
eternally.
than what I need to have, Hicks. I don't need to leave this man.
You're going to leave this man.
Oh, I can't go. I need
You're
to
going
have
to leave this man. You have no right to him. And you're going to close the door to his mind on the way
I
out.
won't leave this man.
Say, I, Lucifer. Say, I, Lucifer. Say it. We command you by Christ. Say, I, Lucifer. Say it. Say, I, Lucifer. Say it. I, Lucifer. Say it.
No.
Say it.
In Jesus
No.
Christ's name.
Obey the man of God. Obey. Yes.
Must obey the man of God.
Who said so?
Say, I, Lucifer. I, Lucifer. I, Lucifer.
I can't help say
Say it.
Say, I, Lucifer.
Say it.
me,
In Jesus Christ's name, you say it.
the devil.
Say, I, Lucifer.
I, Lucifer.
Bind myself.
You're gonna go, no. I won't leave, Bob. I won't leave this man.
Say, bind myself.
I bind myself. I bind myself.
To ball. To ball. To ball.
To the balls. To the ball.
Yeah, actually, biblically it is in the plural. It's always referred to as the balls, not just the singular.
Yeah, I'm always spirit man in the house. You told.
Look at me. Look at me.
No.
To witchcraft? To witchcraft? You said I bind myself to the balls. There's
I
more than one.
know.
To witchcraft?
And of all the witchcraft. And I bind myself to all the witchcraft.
And my kingdom.
And mercy.
And my kingdom.
No, I don't want to.
And all my kingdom. Say, all my kingdom.
And all my kingdom.
And Jacqueline. And his mother. Say his mother.
No.
Say his mother.
This old woman here should have. No, I can't let it go.
Say his mother. His mother. I've already bound you anyway. You're only ratifying what I've declared.
Every day, okay.
Say to his mother. Say I'm bound to his mother. Say it. I'm bound to his mother.
The man of God.
Say I am
Say the
bound to
man of
his
God.
mother.
To his mother, I bind myself to his mother. The witch here, the witch mother.
Say when we leave.
Oh,
Say when we leave.
how will I make that happen?
You won't. I will through Christ. Say when I leave. Say when I leave.
When I leave,
She goes with me. She goes with me.
no,
Say the
no,
witch goes with me.
no.
Yes.
I command you to say the witch
Say the man of
goes
God.
with me.
Yes.
Say
Obey
it.
the man of God.
To where?
Doesn't matter.
The witch goes with me. The witch must go with me. When I
Where
leave,
you know where.
maybe you'd let me go else. Maybe I can go out somewhere else. I don't need to go
No,
there. I'll
you
leave.
go. You go where you're told to go. Look at me. Say on our way out. Say on our way out.
Say it.
No, I
Say
won't
it.
go.
Say
In
it.
Jesus
On
Christ's
our way
name.
out.
Obey
Obey the man of God.
Say it.
From where?
Obey
From
him.
this man. See, on our way out,
On our way out from this man.
we close the door of his mind.
Oh no, I need that.
Say, we close the door of his mind. Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
It's
Jesus
my
Christ's
last
name.
bid.
Say
We
it.
close the door of his mind.
I'll
Say it. We
Say
close
it.
the door of
Obey
his
the man of
mind.
God.
Obey the man of God.
Jesus Christ's name.
Say it.
I'm too powerful right now.
Say, we close the door of his mind. I torment you by the blood of Christ. Say, we close the door of his mind. Say it.
I'll close the door of this mind
Permanently.
forever, for permanence, permanently.
Doors opened by the drugs. Cut off. We close it as you will.
Yeah. Oh no.
Say, I, Lucifer.
I heal.
Say, I, Lucifer.
I, Lucifer.
With my kingdom.
The devil.
With my kingdom.
The devil.
With my kingdom.
With my kingdom. With my kingdom.
Receive judgment from Christ.
Why can't I just leave? I don't want to receive any judgment. It's not something I should have to deal with as an adult.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Put that in
That's
the book.
something you should have to deal with as an adult.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm an evil high demon. This isn't
Whoa.
something I should deal with.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you want me to say? I had to. I need to leave this man and go to the where? Or, oh yeah, You wanted me
To
to say
receive the judgment of Christ. Say
damn
it.
I hate.
I receive the judgment of Christ.
I can't.
Obey the man of
Say
God.
it.
Say it.
I don't want it. I'm
Say, I receive the judgment of Christ. Say it.
Receive the judgment.
Say, I receive the judgment of
I
Christ.
receive the judgment of Christ.
Look at me, Lucifer. Say, with all this kingdom
You, okay, with all this kingdom.
of witchcraft from the mother. Of witchcraft from the mother.
You know,
Of witchcraft from the mother. Of witchcraft from the mother.
Witchcraft from the mother.
And all the demons through the drugs.
Impossible.
You're going to take those. And all the demons through the drugs.
And all my mighty spirits.
Say it.
And all the devils. And all the demons from the drugs.
We all. We all. Say it. Say, we all.
I won't leave it for
Say,
you.
we all.
We all.
Go.
Say go.
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 Say go.
Go.
Say
Say
go.
go.
No.
Come on, let's
Yes,
put our...
okay.
Say go.
Let's
Come on.
put our-
Go.
Say it.
Come on over, put
Come on.
our crosses on.
Come on, say it.
Let's go.
No.
In
no.
Jesus
You
Christ's
have to
name, you say it.
You have to go.
Command
Put you in
Jesus
torment.
Christ's name.
We put you in
So
torment.
we
Jesus
go.
Christ's
We
name,
go.
you come.
Go.
Go
Say
now.
go.
We go.
Say go.
Yes.
Go.
So we go.
Say go.
Say we go.
We go.
Say go.
Me and Lack.
Say
We
go.
go.
Say we go.
We go.
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 Say we
The
go.
dawn.
We put you in
We
torment.
go.
Answer the man of God.
We go.
We put you in torment.
Answer the man of God.
Say we go.
We go.
I won't.
Yes.
Yes.
Command you.
Obey the
We
man of
go.
God.
Obey
Answer the man of God.
Yes.
Obey.
Say we
Angels
go.
make him say
Obey.
it.
Obey.
Obey.
We go.
Obey.
Say it.
No.
Angels
Go down.
Say it.
Python,
Say
go
it.
down.
Speak
Go down.
Say it.
Lucifer.
We
Lucifer.
command you through Christ. Say we go.
We go now.
Say we
Go.
go.
We go.
Python, get out of the way. Python, get out of the way.
I'll leave. I'll leave.
No. Say
No,
we
no.
go.
We
Say
go.
we go.
Say we go.
You do it as we tell you to.
Say it.
Say we
Say
go.
we go.
We.
Say
We
we
go.
go.
We
We
go.
go.
We go. Say clearly. We go.
Say we go.
We go. Say it.
Say we go.
Say we go.
Two.
Now.
Say
Two.
two.
Obey the man of God.
Obey.
Two. Two.
Say
Say two.
Damn it, Bob.
Two.
Say
Say
two.
two.
Go away from
Say
me.
two.
Say two.
Say two.
Two.
Vile Satan.
Say two.
Say
two.
Say two.
There's no
Two.
help.
Say
There's
two.
no help.
Say
Two.
two.
The.
Two.
The.
Say the.
No.
Yes.
The.
Say.
Say obey.
The.
This is the end.
This is
Speak
the
it.
end.
Yes.
Okay.
Say the.
Say the.
Say the.
The.
Pit.
Say pit.
Say pit.
Say pit.
Say pit.
Say pit.
Say pit.
Speak it.
Pit.
Go.
Pit.
Go.
Go.
Now.
Get out.
Now.
Go.
In Jesus
Go.
Christ's
Leave
name.
his
Come on
body.
now.
Leave his body.
Leave his line.
Angels.
We
Stop your hands.
cut off Python. Python, you go. Python. Python.
Up and out.
Leviathan. Leviathan, go.
Angels.
Go. Angel.
Pull them out.
Crying, you go.
Witch, go. Mother, go. We disconnect that soul tie to the mother. Cut off in Jesus' name. Go.
Peace of God, the presence of Christ, the comfort of the Holy Spirit be upon you. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Lord, we close this door. Close the door to his mind. You agree to close it too. We close this door now.